Now, let's finally talk about it. It's alright if you don't make it down the aisle. A lot of people, they get discouraged because they planned on marrying this person. They planned on having a future, raising kids, getting their first house, all this financial stuff, all this fun stuff. You planned all this stuff out, and then life happens. You lose that person. This person says, I can't marry you, or something happens, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. If that marriage never becomes into a marriage, that's just God's way of just trying to protect you. So a lot of people, they look at God as this big old dude that just stands up there poking around with a stick. Do this, do that. No, he's trying to look out for you. He's trying to look at you because he even cares about your marriage when it comes down to that. Because keep in mind, he sometimes, I'm not even going to say all the time, God thinks in the way that we ought to be thinking, but we're not thinking. So he's like, you so caught up in lust, or I'm not even going to say that just yet. You so caught up in love, or these chemicals that's bouncing around in your head that's causing you to be in so much love with this person that you not even take the time to actually sit down and really think about whether I really want to marry this person or whether I should go down the aisle with this person. And God's looking at it like, I understand how you're feeling, but let's be realistic here for a second. I guess that's what I'm getting towards. But God sometimes allows marriages not to flourish into marriage because he sees what's getting ready to happen in the future. He's trying to protect you too. So if it doesn't make it down the aisle, that's okay.
Not even that. Like I've been telling people all freaking year, and it's going to be my model for next year. Therapy is okay.
Go to therapy.
Go to therapy.
Go to therapy.
Like, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but folks be going through all these hell and high waters with folks. Wonder why they come out crazy, about half out of their mind. And not trying to be funny or nothing. We use crystals and mediums and all this crazy stuff. That's the reason why you're still crazy and loony. Let's just really be real. You done open up so many demons, not only with them crystals and the sage and all of that other stuff, but with whoever you was with, you don't know what they was entertaining, who they was entertaining, and then you wonder why you're still loony. Go to therapy. It is okay. It is okay to go to therapy. Not even that. If you're black, it's okay to go to therapy. Everybody always be like, make it a race thing. It has nothing to do with race. Go to therapy. It helps.
You need therapy. Christianity too. God works through just like how he works through scientists, firefighters, police officers. Oh yeah, that's a real hot topic.
Go to therapy. People need it.
He works through therapists as well.
But not even that. When you do marriage counseling before you get married, you find out a lot of things that you should have been found out when you were dating or in the engagement process. So many people, they get married and then they wonder why don't this person want to have kids, or why don't this person want to do this and that and the third. Well, it's because y'all didn't talk about it. Y'all was too busy Netflix and chilling that y'all didn't realize that, oh my God, I want kids but he don't, or I want this and he don't, or he want to play a game all day and I want to go build a house. That's the point I'm trying to make. This is why I say go to therapy. It does not always have to be just you and them talking. It could be you, them, God, and a therapist.
Right. Go to therapy. This is our last one, and ironically, the last one is the biggest. Keep outsiders outside of your marriage. I know you itching to get on it, but let me start
off. Oh, child, go ahead, because I'm going to take all that hand.
I hear this a lot. I love my mama dearly, but even my mama told me this. Keep me out of your marriage. Keep me out of your marriage. For some reason, brothers, hear me. Your wife comes before your mama. Your wife comes before your daddy. God comes before your wife, but that's the only person that in this life comes before your wife. Don't sit there and bend over backwards. For your mama, don't get me wrong, we respect mama. Mama, I thank you for all that you've done for me, raising me up. But now it's time for me to demonstrate everything that you taught me to this woman.
Not even that. Say that one again about that your wife don't come before God. I done seen people do jump rope, do flips, do cartwheels, all of that for these women. Not trying to be funny or nothing. Yes, whoever you're marrying is supposed to be for you. Yes. But if it's not God ordained, and if they're not for you, God is not about to send you somebody that's going to make you go against him.
Yeah, exactly. He's not about to send you somebody, like I was saying in the last Bible study I was getting ready to post, or I just posted around this time. He's not going to take a backseat to nobody. And that includes your wife. Don't get me wrong, he has no issue with you having a relationship with people or having these things, but when those things start to outweigh the relationship you have with him, it's more important than you praying or reading your word. It's more important pleasing your wife comes before actually taking time to please God, or you're I'm not gonna say backslide, but you're compromising your Christianity and what you believe in your beliefs in Christ just to please somebody, just to please your wife. You just put your wife before God, my friend. So, or not just your wife, your husband too, your spouse in general.
Right.
So, folks, pay attention to what you're doing. God takes a back seat to nobody, and now we're trying to figure out, why is my marriage not working? Anything that God sees as idolatry that you are putting higher than Him, guess what? It's coming down.
Right.
He's tearing it down because He's not going to take a back seat to nobody. Realize where you're standing at right here.
Right.
Realign your thoughts. Prioritize some things because you need to realize, and this is very important. A lot of people try to figure out why their marriage is failing, why their marriage isn't flourishing, why is the bad outweighing the good. It's because you either idolize your spouse, you idolize other marriages, or it's anything instead of looking to the person that actually created and ordained marriage. So be careful when it comes down to that, because if you are going to put something in front of God, be prepared to lose it.
Right.
It's just that simple.
And to piggyback off of what he said with the outsiders at your marriage or whatever, that all starts in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the marriage. I done heard folks be like Medea said, y'all will sit there and go and tell everything that happened in your marriage, and then you wonder why you was over here at the cookout, or somebody got smacked or something, and then you wondering why in the world they there at the cookout because you sat there and ran your mouth too much. Because what y'all do, let's be real, ladies, we talk too much. We talk too much, and we get
of dudes too.
Men sometimes men got some better than us, y'all. Okay. For real, some of them give them some good tea, but that's a whole nother story. Anyway, that's a whole nother story.
Oh yeah.
But y'all got to stop going around telling everything that man did. If you know goodness well, you gonna go back. Let's just really be real. What you choose to put up with is not what your family chooses to put up with either. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the argument, at the end of the day, you're the one that got to go home and lay next to that person. Not your mama, not your daddy, not your grandma, not your grandpa. Because to be real, what people do is we sit there and we keep everybody and their mama in our relationship. And then we wonder why when things get sour, why everybody putting their 2 cents in it, because you allowed them to come into it. Like they always say on Facebook, you only know what I allow you to know. So if you need to vent, or if you need to go and have your moment I'm not saying bad mouth your spouse. I'm saying if you need to vent about your spouse, you need to go to God, write it in a piece of paper, burn it, or call it a day.
Just to go back to what I was saying just a few seconds ago, it doesn't necessarily just mean mama or daddy. Anybody, friends too.
Them single friends.
Like, golly, I can't tell you how many people I know that they're willing to put their spouse on the back burner just for a friend. I don't really have much friends. I'm not. Excuse me, I'll cut that out. I love all my friends. I don't have many friends. Associates, there you go. I love them all. I love everybody dearly. But the only person that actually comes before this woman right here is God. Everybody else can wait. I'm sorry. Everybody else can wait. Your marriage, like Martina was saying in the beginning, your marriage is your first ministry. You start putting in work there first. Other than that, anybody else that you believe may have some sort of weight in your marriage, they need to go.
Right, not even that, but some people be taking advice from the wrong people.
Heck,
you be taking it from the single ones, the ones that have been married 3-4 times, and they about to be on divorce number 5, 6, 7. No, honey, we don't have time to be. You can't take advice from everybody. Yeah. Just like they always say, you can't have everybody pray over you, or you can't listen to everybody. Yes, you got to watch the people you entertain in your marriage, because you don't just sit there and just be, girl, let me tell you about my husband, child. No, honey, you need to keep some things to yourself, because then when y'all do get back together, y'all smiling and kicking in your little pictures, and folks just like, child, if only she knew. Like, just keep it to yourself.
And I heard the pastor say this: a spirit can only do things within the earth realm by basically needing a body. Sometimes y'all try to figure out, why is this man or this woman just losing his mind out of nowhere? It's because you done took the wrong advice for somebody. You done took on the spirit that you shouldn't have been taking on, and now you done let it loose in your marriage. And you try to figure out, why is this person losing their mind? Stop going to everybody. Stop going just anybody. It's not just because of the advice that they give. It's because it's sometimes it's the nasty spirit that's on them. Spirits exist, y'all.
Right.
Spirits do exist.
But not even that. Sometimes what you're going through in your marriage could be something that's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Everybody always think, oh, God gonna fix it. Sometimes he won't.
Sometimes.
I'm just being completely honest. Sometimes he won't. It's not. Sometimes it's not meant to be fixed.
Sometimes I heard somebody say this. It was Cora, her real name, Tamla, man. But it was Cora. She said sometimes we trying to hold on to things that God's trying to tear apart.
Mm-hmm.
And if God's
ain't meant to be married, y'all ain't meant to be married. It's good.
It's okay. Again, it goes back to it's okay if it don't make it down the aisle, or if it did make it down the aisle and just didn't work out. That's fine. That is okay.
Right.
Now you know. Because
don't mess up again.
In order for a marriage to be God ordained, it actually work. You know. Right. So you find out that this marriage was called to be if we actually
stay together.
Right. the obvious.
It makes no more better sense.
Like no.
Somebody, I can't tell you how many people that be like, this is God ordained. Then 6 months to a year later.
Now we done separated. I was getting ready to end it, but Martina just brought up a good one. I'll go ahead and since she brought it up, I'll let her call it out. Go ahead.
Just because you a Christian does not mean your marriage is God ordained.
Say it again.
Just because you're Christian does not mean your marriage is God ordained.
Simple as that. I ain't even add nothing to that. But that's all the time we had. That's all I wanted to go over. It's fine. You are so beautiful. You know that?
Oh,
you are so fine.
anyway.
I just cannot.
Boy, get on with the thing.
Ooh, ain't she fine?
Oh my God.
Ain't she? Ooh. Wow.
Cut it out.
But I love y'all. That's all we wanted to talk about. God loves you too. Be blessed. Stay tuned.